All right, all right, all right. Let's just transition real quick. Um, Hello ASR, hello Soren. I did buy the bundle. I did buy the bundle. I think I don't know. I don't remember. I'm in a bit of a dilemma because I think I need to remove all my mods. Because this. I got my vouchers by the way. Eventually. um. Look at this rubbish. What does this any of this mean? What does any of this even mean, bro? Let me remove every mod associated directly with Birmingham Cross City, and then if that doesn't solve it, I just remove everything, I guess, and then work from there. Let me get my Spotify going. Put a little something on as a backing track. Carrying over a little lo-fi theme. Right. So, for example, right. So these are okay. So these are what I've just installed. 170 Cross City line. What about the regional railways? I have that as well. Where's the thing for that? Yeah, Central Regional. I just bought that. I just bought these are my latest three. So where's that? Call me running my route in Harlem City. What IRL? Soren? Oh no. Jarena, what is it this time? Right, let me remove these. I don't think it's. I know this God mode is now outdated, but I don't think it's that. Let's go. Love it. Listen, it's as long as you're going to be using it and it's going to give you joy, it's an investment. Simple as that. That's how I see it in my book. It's an investment. Easy. Easy decision. I don't see anything like related. I guess it could be like this as well. Maybe. Is there like anything maybe to do the 170 or yeah, the stalks are sick, bro. The stalks are cool. I need a shifter as well. I really need a shifter. I can know the fact I'm using an F11 ACC and LME, but using an F1. Why would you need to ignore the fact that you're using an F1 wheel though in those games? Like an F1 wheel is very, very similar to like a GT3 wheel. Oh, here we go. There was an error with a recent Steam purchase. Maybe this was the regional railway one. Didn't click that, did I? Oh yeah, cross city services bundle. Wait, why? But I've got it in my cart though. So there can't be anything wrong with it. I hate when like this happens with games where they just take over your entire monitor real estate. Listen, it's my Steam says okay, yeah, that's really weird then. Maybe. So yours says I own it, mine says I own it, and yet the email says there was an error with the purchase. I'm hoping that's not what's causing the crash. I don't want to just remove mods unnecessarily. I think ultimately I'm going to try what's it called to remove all of them if it gets to it. If I play without mods for like a session, it is what it is, you know. Just remove everything, leave just the roots. and go from there and see if that sorts it out. I had to go like and physically get Steam gift cards. I couldn't do it online. Like I made it back at like 5:58, I think, 5:57. Steam wouldn't send you an email because the mod is conflicting with the DLC. What? No, no. Steam saying that there was an error with one of my purchases. Yeah, well, I'm going to remove all of the mods. Yeah, I'm gonna remove all of the mods and go from there. Just a stupid, unhelpful error code. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. I'd love like if there was like a. I'm sure there's a log somewhere, but I don't think it would be as detailed as, it wouldn't be as detailed as like when you get a crash on Euro Truck, for example. Where's my... This is where I put all my trash. Well, my temporary trash. Bro, got 4 gigabytes of updates. That's ridiculous. Right, so it should just be the roots now. It should be a vanilla game with just the roots. To go through them one by one, ASR, looking for which ones are 170 related and BCC related, it's going to be a pain in the rear side. Especially when, like, it's on stream, you know? Like, with the stream on, it should just be... Let's go and just start without any delays or hitches. I love how there's like a racing sale on Steam days after I get LMU, but fortunately LMU's not part of that sale. Could be a 323 mod. Basically, it could even be a class 350 mod. It could be a class 390 mod. It could be so many things. So many things. Basically, any train related to this DLC, it could be that. But it's cool. I'll play the game in vanilla. In a vanilla state. What's the route called again? Okay, so we've got the regional railway. Cross here. How have I already done? How have I already done that? Okay, this I don't know how I've done already because this is specifically it says Cross City class 170. It's not even like just the 170 in general, and you can say, oh yeah, I did it for 5 circle. If it is the 5 circle one, which would make sense, then cool. But that's why I call it Cross City class 170 introduction. It makes it seem like it's completely separate. And this scenario, I would imagine I've done it with the 323. But in that case, why is it only a tick and not? You know, how did I get 0 AP points? I don't care about that, but also don't tell me I did badly when I didn't, you know? I don't know if it makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does. Yes, ASR. Aurora Lost Blade. I've been talking about it on stream the last couple of days. I was doing shunting on there with the G6. Why are you shocked? I don't think there will be an introduction because it's not a new map DLC, is it? Hello, Nabil. Am I tweaking, or is the train in that image unliveried? Okay, hold on. Let me just look. The train in that image it hasn't got a livery. It's just grey. Like everything else has color. It's not like it's a black and white picture. It's just grey. Right. I mean, there's not much to it, really. There's not much to it. I just want to make sure. Okay, so we do have the 175 there as well. Wait, I thought. Oh, is it /6 and /5 just a designation to how many cars there are in the formation? How are you feeling today? Amazing, bro. Amazing. What an incredible thing. Just what an incredible thing. All right, let's just get cracking on with the services. It doesn't look like... I mean, we've got some scenarios. You know what? Let's do the scenarios. Let's do the scenarios. I'm going to do this one even though it said I've done it already. It's an average day in Birmingham and you're in the middle of running a long-distance passenger service from Nottingham to Cardiff. You've heard some talk about possible issues. How do I scroll down there? At Birmingham New Street, but nothing certain yet. Best take care on your way there and look out for any problems that might arise. Okay. They said they worked on the sounds, right? So the sounds shouldn't be trash. If truly they've worked on them. They shouldn't be. Will they? Probably. Something appears to be Ori. Alright. Oh, alright. At Birmingham New Street State. I've never seen it written before. Please continue something. Right. I'm already missing God mode. I don't want to be so close to the dash, but it is what it is. I think that's really all there is for safety systems. Okay, I can't do anything with a master key. I don't like being this close, man. I don't like being this close to the train. That's the cab cam mod, my man. Mr. I know it all the time. I like using the God mode mod to zoom me in and out as I please and increase and decrease my FOV as I please. The cab mod that you're talking about, it changes the camera position for like a more improved position, but you can't do anything more than that. The God mode one, you have a lot more flexibility in how you want to sit at the train. It's very quiet. No, no, no. Well, technically, it is the position of the camera. It's just that I would like to adjust it using God mode. The colors look weird, you know. Without Jetwash's mod, the colors look very weird. I wonder how they like set the seating positions. Does like someone sit down and then they do it like that? Is it just a guess? Did he do it in terms of what feels good to them? I ain't got a clue. Hello, A. Is this TSW? Yes, this indeed is TSW. Oh snap! Yeah. I just realized. I was like, oh, 800 euros. Maybe he's talking to ASR like it's a private thing. Oh yeah. Oh, that's correct, bro. That's crazy. I mean, think of it. No, don't spend it all in one go, man. Think of it. Take your time and really think, you know? Put all your options on the table. Games, peripherals, DLC. I guess you can put that under games. Like external stuff, like maybe stuff like a desk or a monitor, you know, stuff like that, external stuff. You know, just take your time with it. Hello, CP, how you doing? Joreno just bought a TSW wheel. Spent a lot of money. After spending a lot of money. Thank you, A. I did work experience at Dovetail Games and met everyone involved in this. Oh, nice one. How was your experience? I'm glad to hear that, CP. I'm good as well, thank you, my man. I don't want to be a bad influence, Torino, and I don't think I am, but it does involve spending more money. If you can... Hello, driver of 1 Victor 09. There's a failed train in the Gloucester Line tunnel, so you'll be rerouted on the up line to the crossover at 5 Ways. Use caution when passing the failed train. Joreno, the clamp to like tilt the wheel, it's very... It really adds to the experience. Otherwise, you're just gonna have your wheel like a car one, but it's gonna be big. Why is it not moving? Oh my god, the doors are open. Was I not meant to stop here? Why didn't tell me to close my doors? Whoa, that was a big delay. It was cool, we saw this as early works and as a sign an NDA. It's the same thing we did. Some major league happens. Oh, mad. I wonder if that was the leak that happened recently. This is a new route. Yes. Well, it's not a new route, but it's a new DLC, so it's a new train. It's a 170 that we've had already in the game, but new livery. It's had some changes to the light cluster. The interior is now cross-country. Everyone's still stuck on that train. Peak. So I guess that is the knight in shining armor of the route. We'll ignore the unbaked OHLE and the wall. I guess we'll ignore those. Pretend that we can't see them. I mean, it would be pretty cool, Nabil. It would be pretty cool. I'm okay with it as it is, to be honest. Truck steering wheel, Joreno. But yeah, they could have done something better to avoid confusion. The effort they put in this is unreal because they go visit the trains in person to get assets. Oh, yeah. I mean, they normally do that. I don't think they do it as much as they used to. But they'll go there, they'll stick microphones all over the place. And yeah. Which is a bit baffling because a lot of the time sounds are like leave quite a bit to be desired. So I don't know how you can have like an actual sound recording and they're not really. I guess it's just maybe inexperienced people working in the sound department. I don't know. I think the general level of sound quality has gone up compared to like what it used to be, but I think a lot of work still needs to be done. Train sim world will. Yeah, to be honest, to us little nerds, TSW is always going to be train sim world. Always. Nothing will change that. Sorry, ASR, I did not see you ask the first 2 times. Nothing's happened. I just forgot to put it on, but I think I'm just going to leave it for today, considering we had the issues starting up. Good evening, Mr. DJ. How you doing? Hello, Mr. Rambo. Long time. Is it a free add-on? It is not a free add-on, no. I believe $12.99 is the full price, but you can get it for a little deal if you own, pardon me, Cross City already, I believe. Yeah, that's valid, eh? But I think that the complaints also remain valid as well. Nice weathering around the axles. NJ, this is the Cross City 170 DLC. You can get the same trains from TSW mods on new timetable for free. Yeah, I had it before, Rambo. I played it on my last TSW stream. It's not exactly the same because with the DLC you get the correct interiors on the passenger side. You get the correct external changes, which are very minor but are changes nonetheless. So, but realistically, from the cab, you wouldn't notice them anyway. So, might get NJ. Yeah, up to you, my man. Up to you if you have a little watch, and then make your mind up on whether you think it's worth it for you or not. But yeah, if you are on PC, there is a timetable mod for this route, which has these trains already, but it uses the 5-circle 170, so you get the ScotRail external setup and also interior. But like I said, if you're only going to be spending time right here, you're not really going to notice any of those changes. You got the dodgy DLC. Valid. I've never seen a build move with more speed than today, setting up Thuringia World for the company. You know, to be fair, no, the build does a lot of things very, very quickly, but today it was just extra quick. You have to live up to the OMSI 2 ambassador role. Got you behind the yellow line, mate. What are you doing? You think you're cool? It's not cool, kids. Safety is cool. I don't know whether it's just my mind, but it really feels the train's handling characteristics feel a bit different. I remember like braking with the mod took a little while, whereas this is a lot more responsive. I had a bug where a passenger was just standing in the middle of the track. Yeah, I mean, honestly, NJ at this point is almost normal. It's a bug that pops up so often. Well, how about defund Soren as well? How about that? How about we might as well just go the extra mile and just defund Soren as well, innit? So that there's no favoritism. Also as well, here's where it really comes down to. This is the completely vanilla game. No mods at all. So any bugs, glitches, issues, errors, crashes, whatever is, you know, there's no mods to blame. Hello, Lucas. Should do a quick two-tone, say less. I got you. How about that? You want it in reverse? There you go. The passengers on tracks made the game more realistic. I mean, we are in Birmingham after all. Hello, Mr. Logan. How you doing? Thank you very much for liking the live thread. And the FPS starters make it worse. Yeah. I mean, performance optimizations have been noted as a part of TSW6, so, you know, we hope for the best. My expectations aren't going to be through the roof, just to avoid disappointment, but I'm intrigued. Have I collected all the chocolate? No, there's only like, okay, there's a Rosa line, the Suffragette line. I think those two are the only ones where I've actually done all the collectibles. Oh no, and 5 Circle. I did it for a guide. I don't know what accent was about to show up there. I did it for a guide on YouTube and it got about 2 views. So, you know, nice. Not bad. I'm good, thank you, Logan. I do Twitch. I do Twitch, I do YouTube, and I do TikTok. Hello, Fred. Yes, TSW5 indeed. How did I get the 170 on this route, Hussein? The DLC just dropped. I mean, I had it before via a mod. Quite a good one. A modded timetable for the route. But now it's been released officially. Defund Geek Bar. Yeah, I do, DJ, I do, mate. It's I know it's difficult to believe, right? But yeah, man, been doing it for a minute now. Crazy stuff, eh? Thank you, Logan. I don't know how many people are on YouTube. Usually not many, so I don't think there'll be many W's, but I appreciate the effort nonetheless. People always have something to complain about. I'll complain about a game being a monopoly than a game being. I mean, either way you're complaining, right? That's like literally your point, so it doesn't really change much. That's why a lot of the time, yeah. Oh, well, there's 8 people watching on YouTube. Shout out to you lot. That's how busy as it gets. What was I gonna say? Yeah, listen, being happy is a choice a lot of the time. It really is, even in the midst of chaos. Being upset is a choice. You could be upset with no reason to be upset, and you could be happy with every reason not to be. Shout out to you, Joreno. See that kind of support right there, yeah? I rate it. I rate it. Bro's doing the triple. I mean, there are actually levels. There are actually levels. Talking about Monopoly, yeah. Let's leave that Monopoly aside. How about we get the Monopoly game and then do a little multiplayer sesh? I don't think I've ever... I don't think I've ever, like, legitimately played Monopoly. Maybe once. I can recall once. Ever. At my uncle's house when I was younger. But that's it. I don't think I've ever played Monopoly other than that. I've never played Among Us. I've never played Among Us on PC. I played it. Oh my god!
The burning question from the game of 567 in our community is: will there be multiple?
I've played it on mobile with like my like a bunch of friends.
Of course, things have been going too well, haven't they?
But that's it. I can't play it on stream because you guys are gonna cheat. If I play with you lot, you're just gonna cheat. So it can never really be like I just have to play with randoms, and I don't like playing with random people online. Well, I don't mind like certain games. If it's like an FPS, I don't mind playing with random people. But then something that requires teamwork, I don't know. Maybe it's just my luck, but I just always get people that either don't talk or just communicate at all. Why are the trees grey? I really need to get Jetwasher's mod. I'm not getting AWS things as well. Why is that? Why am I not getting the dingy dings? Everything is activated. So why am I not getting my dingy dings? Hello, Stephen. Is it winter? I don't know, but the grass is too green. Maybe it is meant to be winter, I don't know. But the grass is too alive, too green for me, you know. It should show a bit of weakness if it's suffering from the freezing cold. Why don't they refund your points, DJ? Because Britain. Ah, look, now I've got some green in the mix. This is great, man. The green trees are not even like evergreen trees. They're just normal trees that just happen to be green. Again, this is a completely vanilla game. 0 mods. Maybe there's an MCB, maybe, you know. There you go. There was... Okay, so they've changed that then from the 5 circle 170. Because if I remember correctly, it was always on. Callum, I'm in the 170. Jake, you can drive the 170 on the Cross City route, Birmingham Cross City, or you can drive it on the 5 circle line. No, that's a bad idea. Oh, that's true, ASR, yes. But, I don't think that would cause, like, issues, though. Like, I don't think it would mess with the trees the way the trees are being messed with right now, you know. Loss, because Dovetail. Thank you very much, Logan, for the follow. Welcome on board. Well, Dovetail and, I guess, Just Trains and TSG and Rivet. Yeah, I thought so, Logan. Appreciate the follow, mate. Do you want to leave the chat, Soren? I'm never going to do it, actually. I considered it for a second. I did consider it. Most of my routes from TSW3 aren't even compatible with TSW5. Loss? Wrong. Lies. Misinformation. The only routes or DLC that haven't come forward are the the NEC route from TSW 2020, I think, and the DLC for it. And I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. And then moving forward, obviously, it'll be the Peninsula Corridor, I think, as well. But every DLC you've had, other than those, and every single DLC that released with TSW3 is TSW5 compatible. So either you need to reinstall them. If you're on like Steam, maybe verify integrity of your game files. But yeah, man, all your routes should be available, my man. You'll come to YouTube. It's completely up to you, Logan. I personally don't have a preference, mate. Like, I sometimes call Twitch the light side, but in reality, I don't have any favorites. I don't think Twitch chat would want you gone. Why? You're alright, mate. You're alright. When TSW5 launched, it was TSW4, yeah. That was a classic Dovetail moment. I have a 40. Lyndon, could you expand? As a millionaire streamer, could you get its DLC for me, please? I'll have to think about it. I'll get back to you on that one. Hello, Tim. Straight sounds terrible. I cannot tell you if it does or if it doesn't. All I can say is I don't know what it sounds like in reality. So whatever it sounds like, I am at peace. I do like the weathering, you know. I'm actually surprised that it's as weathered as it is. Oh, do I have a class 40? If it's in the game, Lyndon, if it's a DLC, then yes, I have it. Fully Hibs, Birmingham Cross City. Or Cross City Birmingham, or whatever on earth it's called. They put in the picture that the class 3090, the class 390 Pendolino was on sale. Pendolino's sister. Wait, it's actually called Pendolino? What? What's the law? Can I drive it? Not today, Lyndon. Today's stream is focused on the new DLC. You'll buy me GTA 6 if I call ASR bored? Nah. I can't be bought against people. If I call ASR bored, it's because I want to and I find it funny. The idea of it is funny. I might save it for the future. I'll save it for the future. At this point, GTA 6 is just, whoops, didn't mean to go into emergency. It's just a pipe dream. When's it release? If it's talking about the new DLC, today. Can I watch it pass by something? I can do like a flyby camera. I'll do it on the next run. GTA 6 for PC out in 2035. I mean, you just got to take a one look at some of the diabolical mods that have been released. And it kind of makes sense why Rockstar might have second thoughts when it comes to a GTA title on PC. Tunnel Trap. A Class 170 has broken down near Birmingham New Street and is blocking the way. Again, Rerouted was literally the exact same thing. As a qualified Class 170 driver, please help to unblock the tracks before ending your shift. Please help to unblock the tracks. Oh, are we going to hook up to it this time and like move it? Maybe. Simply in the marketing material they made a typo. Oh, okay. It's less fun that way. Saving your money for RDR3. You've got some time. You've got some time. The morning had been passing so well. A Class 170 train has broken down in a tunnel at Birmingham New Street and has already caught. Say less. Didn't want to read it anyway. You know, that's been a theme from the core roots of TSW5. It literally has been a thing from the very beginning. The stupid 2-second timer for the bloody subtitles. Ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. What can you really do around here? Pretty much what you need to do. And that's about it. Yes, Logan, I know, mate. I know. Thank you for informing me. Hi. Good evening. Good evening, hi. Oh my god, ASR. You know what? I don't know why I've never thought of that as like a suggestion. But yes, literally, yes. Let me take my time reading it and I will move on when I'm ready. I mean, realistically, put that in the same list as a brightness slider of things that every other game has. And except TSW. Far Cry 7 out next year. Man, that series moves so quick. And it's fallen off, hasn't it? Like, realistically. I think 5 was the beginning of the fall off. At 6, I've just heard bad review after bad review when it comes to 6. So I don't know how I feel about 7. 5 was like, it was a decent watch. Like, I watched somebody play it through. And it was enjoyable from that point of view. But looking at the gameplay, the shooting, or just the way the person I was watching was doing things, is so repetitive. So repetitive. Above around 80 miles per hour at Wines. I don't know if we're going to get to it above 80 miles per hour. I think the limit on this route is 80. I mean, God forbid we even get to 40 at this point. Avatar, there was an Avatar game. It's not going to be much of a flyby at 40 miles per hour, but you know what? We'll make do. It sounded like the sound hung around for a lot longer than it should have. That was weird. Avatar had saturation at 400%, Jesus. But I feel like it was meant to be stimulating, considering what the movie was like. So maybe that was the intention, like, for it to be overdone. Pardon me. I think, like, without mods, I could probably play smoothly in VR. I don't know if I want to do that though. I might just burn off mods from here until TSW6. Hello KJ, what are my thoughts on the Thomas and Friends DLC? My thoughts are that that content has no business being in a simulator. However, in a game sense, it's cool, and it's cool for Thomas. Like there is a market for it. But I think it would have made most sense in its own game, even if the game was basically TSW, like same engine, same everything, but it was just Thomas, and it should have released with a Sodor map. The fact that it didn't is criminal. Yes, Tim, yeah. Hello, Simon. Are you talking about in reality? If you're talking about today, then yeah, probably what Simon said. I don't know for sure. But if you're talking about like in the game, yeah, they're still about. Avatar was just Far Cry 6 in blue. I honestly did not know there was a game for it. Take care, Logan. Thank you, my man. Down to your last 4 million points. 4 million, is that it? Sounds kind of broke. 4 million points. I mean, they should be here, yeah. They are, yeah, Tim. I don't know if I've seen any yet. I haven't seen many trains, to be honest, other than that 390 creeping out in the tunnels and the broken down 170. Yeah, I mean, it's like the map thing was terrible, KJ. And then the fact that for the second DLC for Thomas, instead of bringing like more characters from the series, they made Thomas green. And cool, they added a few scenarios, but as far as I understand, the entire length of those scenarios put together was like an hour or less. Pokemon said, I was so surprised to learn she's half Moroccan. What made her as popular as she is? Is it her personality? Is it the fact that she's just doing it for a while? Is it the fact that she's a female? Because she's been like huge for as long as I can remember. Like, what was her? Like, what caused her to like burst out onto the scene? I wonder the same for XQC as well. You know what? I think I'm gonna swap my engine INI. I think all I need to do is literally just cut it out of the game, and then the game will create a new one, like a default one. Or what I'm going to do actually is just put back in the mod, if I can bloody remember what file it was called. Yikes. Bro, KJ, all they had to do is make it a completely different game. But like I said, running on the same engine as this, or if they wanted to go to Unreal Engine 5, they could. And it would have been a banger. And then on that game, they could have, you know, added all the characters slowly. They would have had the map. That's all the vast majority of the root services, yeah. My first impression, Simon, scenarios are lackluster, as usual, realistically. I mean, it just does what it says on the tin. Like, it's not touted to be something incredible. You know, it adds a couple extra services, adds some life to the timetable, of which I haven't seen much. But then again, this is only my second run. It's nice to see the correct interiors. That lovely, like, burgundy color. Obviously, whatever external changes have been made, it's good to see them as well. The weathering's nice. I don't know if it's exactly the same as the 5 Circle 170, but the weathering's nice nonetheless. Yeah, we'll go through the timetable. What would be the best way to show you guys the timetable? Just like see each train and like what its services are looking like. Sperm Rain is back. Good to see an RHTT service on here. I haven't seen them in a while. Before the mod. The weird shadows are back on the tracks. That's nice. Very nice to see. Dynamic weather doing what it does best. A storm out of nowhere. Out of literally nowhere. Cool. Oh, you want to see the timetable, like, in action, basically, Simon. I mean, realistically, we can take, like, a run from the journey mode for this. And have a look at it that way. So you'll be looking at first. I don't actually know the exact number of services, so I can have a look at that before we take our next scenario. But in terms of what it's actually going to be like, we'll just have to see as we go along. I'm going to be streaming this over the next couple of days anyway, so even if it is just scenarios today, not a problem. Around 80 new timetable services in total. So what does that bring the entire number up to then? A 3080 Ti, Nicholas. There are apparently bugs. I mean, it's a, with all due respect, it's a TSW release. Three 2.3s are 6 trains per hour in each direction. That's not bad at all. Even worse, Terrific Games released. I mean, same box of bollocks, mate. I play on Ultra, Nicholas. Classic Cadbury station. You holding us back. I think that will be a 3-2-3. If we could overtake it later on, that'd be pretty cool. They should have way more AI traffic. AI traffic from trains that we have in the game already. I think this route should be called Escape Birmingham route. As a Londoner, my default state is that Birmingham is yucky. So I have to say yes. To be fair, Simon, I was ready to do some timetable runs, but I perhaps mistakenly thought, let me do some scenarios. Maybe they're going to be the action-packed ones. You know, clearly I don't learn. I said, let me do some scenarios to have a bit more action, and then we can do just normal timetable runs tomorrow and Thursday. With a mixture of included stock and layers. I mean, we've got the Transport for Wales 150 somewhere. That appears. But I'm not sure if it's like only at Birmingham New Street. Marcus, it's a class 170. The action-packed scenarios should be in the E101 gameplay pack. Yeah. I trust that DLC to have some good scenarios. Hello, Xarbot again. It's a sign. At this point, just hang around, man. Just chill. It's a sign. Find scenarios such a mixed bag for AI trains. Yeah, in some scenarios they'll overdo it. Not overdo it, but you'll see more than what you would normally see in a timetable run. Like it would be overdone in that sense. And then in others, strangely, eerily quiet. Hello, Mr. Ben. How you doing? Majority of the AI here will be New Street only. AI going the other way? I don't even know where we're heading to or from. Play it safe. Rather than get a SPAD 2 runs in and regret my entire existence. I feel like some of these warning stickers on you. Hello, Terrence. Listen, I was a bus driver earlier, train driver now, a racing driver yesterday, and who knows what else there is to come. A bit of Aston and at Litchfield, Trent Valley. New Street, it'll be an all that. What? Really? How? Is there like a loop? Truck driver as well, yeah. Yeah. Crash test dummy driver when it's BeamNG time. Captain whenever we come back to ships at sea. It's depressing, isn't it? It's depressing, boys. Thank you very much, Max, for liking the live. This route is Birmingham Cross City. Night when I go back to KCD2, yeah. When I go back to KCD2, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Future's not looking too bright there. Ben, this 170 layers nowhere. I mean, the class 170 in general is on the 5 circle and here, but in this particular livery, it's not anywhere else. Customer service assistants, ASR, to be precise. You think you might buy it, Max? What, the 170 or the route? Also, yeah, no, I was gonna ask about the timetable, but the timetable is locked technically behind a paywall, which kind of makes sense and it doesn't. It should be like Simroll, where if you don't own the DLC, you should still see the train, but you just can't drive it. And what I think of this DLC, I mean, it adds some much needed life to the route. Like, I think everyone's main gripe of this route was that it was just very, very quiet. Birmingham New Street was dead. So it livens things up a little bit, which is cool. The cross country 170, and with the West Midlands Railway one. Oh, hello, I haven't seen this glitch in a long time. You get the interiors done, which mods don't offer, so it's nice on that front as well. For £13, I'd say probably wait on a little sell. I think it would be okay at like a tenner, $9.99, something around there. No ASR, it's not in any frequency other than the truth frequency. Yeah, I think honestly, I think the truck sims do that as well. If I'm not mistaken, I've been told for ETS2, say like with the trailer DLCs, I've heard, I can't confirm, but I've heard that if you don't own the trailer DLCs, you can still see them show up in traffic. It's just that you can't buy them yourself or drive with them, of course. So there are games that I think have, oh, I don't know what I just did. There are games that I think implement that issue of not owning DLC quite well, because at the end of the day, not only does you still get an enhanced gaming experience, but that also might lead you to get the DLC. Like if I'm constantly seeing the cross country 170s and I'm feeling a bit left out and I'm just stuck with the 323s, I might end up buying the 170, whereby if I wasn't seeing them and I had decided not to buy it, Dovetail would never have got that money. Play OMZ, Fioni. 6 hours of it wasn't enough today. Okay, yeah, ASR confirms as well. Sometimes trailers appear on the AI trucks before the trailer DLC releases. There you go. Hello, Alvin. Show a bit from the outside. Why not, mate? red lights look suspiciously white or orange. No worries. I think the issue with the lights has been an ongoing one for a while. Like, there are a good number of mods that all they do is make tail lights actually look red. That should not be necessary. Make tail lights red again. Hopefully, you know, TSW6 fixes that. Hello, Luck. Train Sim World, yes. Train Sim World. I mean, they look more red in the tunnels. Maybe it just depends on the environment lighting. Class 170, Luck. Love to see another London Underground route in the game. What route is that, Ledion? Oh no. Yes, I am doing the Cross City, yeah. Oh, Legend, are you saying you would like to see? I would like to see either, yeah, the Metropolitan line, Piccadilly line, or District line. Your dad drives Voyagers for Cross. Hey, listen, if we got Voyagers in the game, that would be a big W. I mean, hey, New Street's looking quite quiet here. Not gonna lie, this was their opportunity to make things feel a bit alive. But maybe that's just a timetable in it. Maybe that's all it is. Voyager's old school, but good logo. Oh yeah, solid. Thank you for the follow as well. It takes an annoyingly long time for the power to come on. Like, I know it's a diesel, but still. He does Bournemouth to New Street. How long is that, Luck? I hear another train somewhere. There it is. Arthur Burr would like to speak with you. Okay. Who the hell's Arthur Burr? Have I done something bad? I feel like I'm about to get a telling off. Why are the people still on the train? Who's this Arthur Burr character? Hello. We've had an issue with the train breaking down in the tunnel ahead. Since you're qualified to drive the Class 170, we need you to head back to your train to rescue the one in the tunnel ahead and bring it out to the platform. Okay. Why did we need the Arthur Burr for that? The game basically told me that in the beginning. Well, it cut me off, but it tried anyway. I didn't turn the lights off on the other side. Hopefully that won't be a big deal. Is that Rivet Games, Jackie? I ain't got a clue, mate. I have not got a clue. Where's TPWS? I need to override it so that it doesn't give us a penalty break. Where's TPWS? Is there TPWS on here? There should be, right? There is. I don't know where it is. It's got us. Oh my god, it was right there. God damn it. I looked everywhere but right in front of me. Those passengers are going to get to tow another train. Yeah, I know, right? I'm sure they've got nothing better to do whatsoever. Blind. I know you didn't see it. ASR. Makes that's both of us you're talking about, mate. Come on then, let's get this over and done with. Was it 60 seconds, 30 seconds that we need to wait? And who is Arthur Burr? What did your research get you? What valuable information? Look at that, 390 at New Street. Ain't that something? In TSW. Without a mod. Contact signaler? No, TPWS, you just need to wait it out. I think it's 60 seconds. You put your thing on max braking, hit the like AWS, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Might be wrong about that. And then just wait. And then when the red light clears, you can release the brakes. Wow. It's busier than it would be if we were actually just doing a regular run. That's what's crazy to me. I like the carpet though. Accessible toilets in TSW when? I wonder if it's got anything to do with the Peggy 3 rating. Not having a toilet. I don't know how. Someone related to the South Kent Light Railway and a pilot. Those are probably just coincidences. The game name is Train Sim World 5 or TSW 5. Not to be confused with the Moses TSW. I gotta start putting that now. Gotta start adding that in. There's a toilet in the 86 and 87. Is there? Like an actual one that you can go into? I remember there being a train where the toilet says out of order or something. Is it another glitch again, ASR? Because last time you told me a train had a toilet, it was just a glitch. I'm talking about like an actual toilet, modelled and everything. You're welcome, mate. Hey, Gereno. Let's call a spade a spade. The West Coast main line in TSC is much better than the West Coast main line in TSW. For the length alone. If not anything, that you can go from Euston to Birmingham New Street. Like the fact that these are two separate DLCs, when in TSC they're one, as they are in reality, obviously, I think speaks for itself. Okay, so it's a model of an so there's an actual toilet basically. Lovely. Is that it? Thank you for completing this run. Okay. Did I even open the doors? No. Okay. Either, Simon. Locos or coaches. Just a toilet in the game. You don't really do British routes on TSC? That's valid. But I think, I mean, the point stands regardless of what country you go for. If there's a route in TSC and in TSW, the TSC one just usually tends to be a more fuller experience. It's cold outside. 3 scenarios, is that it? Icy Incline. The track near Bromsgrove contains the tallest railway incline in the UK. Unfortunately for you, you're running a passenger service to Birmingham New Street, and the snow has had plenty of time to freeze up the rails. Prove you're a master of traction and defy the weather to get your Class 170 moving. And there's the default, if you missed it earlier, there's the default grey, unliveried Class 170. Very cool stuff. Okay, about working on that. Okay, my bro. Thank you for letting me know. Nachterberg Randstad. I don't think I've heard of that one before. Gereno, sorry, ASR, I don't agree with it, you know? If someone needs to go, they need to go. If it just happens to be on the platform, so be it. So be it. Sometimes you can't wait, you know? Sometimes that's just how it is. I didn't like the way it cleared the snow. That was stiff. That wasn't really. It was a bit stiff. It wasn't super convincing. Oh, we're in the West Midlands Railway one now. So yeah, now we're going to be doing pretty much an all-stopping service. Or so we should, I believe. It's always the third-party ones that are incredible pieces of work. Stream keeps freezing when I'm focused on TSC. Maybe it's a Twitch skill issue. Maybe try on YouTube. I mean, ASR game's a game, bro. Like I said, if you need to go, you need to go. Oh, the WMR 170s are limited stop as well. So what do they run the exact same as the cross-country ones on here? See, that's bad. It needs to say deactivate hill start once the revs have built up. Otherwise, we're just going to go backwards. Thank you for liking the live. Long username person. Yeah, it was a... It's a good thing that they made the Dutch routes. And I can understand why they chose the route they did. But I think it's time to step it up. You know what? I haven't seen anyone mention this here. What if we get a core Dutch route with TSW6? I haven't seen anyone mention it on the forums. There's like some speculation about another Dutch route and what it could be and etc. But what if it comes out as a core route? Soren, I've got no clue, but yes. Yeah. And I understand. Do you have a favorite route on TSW, Stephen? Yes. Southeastern High Speed with all the DLC. Thank you, Theo, for liking the live as well. Thank you, Stephen, for liking the live. What was I saying? Yeah, I understand that the Bromsgrove stop adds some extra gameplay, but if that's the only reason it's added in the game, I'm happy to do without it, to be honest. I'll keep it real. Doesn't just suck based on the route they selected. The way they deliver the trains suck. There's unnecessarily just dumb issues with the map too. Really? Like what? What was the issue with the trains and what was the issue with the maps? Well, with the map singular. I suggested maybe a Dutch-German cross-border. Oh. Really, Gereno? Why? Sorry, I'm asking you a lot of whys, but I'm curious. Like, I'm not... as much as I play a ton of train content, I'm actually not super knowledgeable on railway stuff. Look at the snow. I talked to you about realistic. Look at the build up. Where did it just go? Where did it just go? That wasn't even what I was getting at. This is what I was getting at. Look how it looks. Okay, you know what? It actually doesn't look too bad there. You know how it obviously looks bad when the lighting's going all over the place. But you know how it used to, like, when the train would pass you in the snow, the pickup would go boop, 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 boop. It actually looks a lot smoother now. Interesting. Oh my god, my hairline looks so bad. Whoa. I have hair. I promise. Every evening they use 2 German train sets instead of 1 Dutch and 1 German. So the set that's supposed to pass Emmerich to the Netherlands just ends there. And you just a different hour wait in. Well, yeah, but you're talking about reality though, Joreno, when you talk about cancellations and stuff like that. Like, TSW would obviously be best case scenario all the time. So you got to look at it from that angle. Calling someone bald isn't offensive. What's meant to be on that black screen? This one. Is it like cameras when you're at a station, or? I really want to rage bait and say ETCS or Ebula, but then you guys are going to think I'm being serious. Especially ASR. Ebula? What? In the UK? What? They just botched the ETCS. I mean, they've botched it once already, Joreno. And if they do it well, mark my words, if they do ETCS again and it's implemented well, I promise you an update will come one day that will break it. And I say one day, within 6 months of it working completely fine, an update will come out and break it. I do remember that, ASR, yes. I do remember that. This is the thing, yeah. So they introduced the longer routes. Shites. They introduced the longer routes in the form of Castle Wurzburg, but it was just tunnel. I didn't mind it, but that was like the majority of the complaints, right? So maybe that's what put them off. They like to say, oh, well, we tried this and we tried that and it didn't really get a positive reaction. But what if it was a good long route? And then with Steam, the routes and just the way they brought Steam in was so mid. And then they were talking about, obviously there was that issue of they couldn't get the physics right. But then there was also, it didn't really bang. They were just saying the same about BR. They never really implemented it to its fullest potential and said, oh yeah, BR doesn't sell. And then Just Trains came, smashed it out of flipping park, have got probably the best reputation of the entire game. So now what? So what about BR not selling? Or not being popular? Hello? Hello? I promise you they're not going to make it well. Like I said, if. I realized with TSW, you have to assume the worst. And then either you get a nice surprise, or your fears come true and you're not shocked or taken aback by the situation you find in front of you. I want to play LMU. I want to play it tonight, but I also need to sleep. But I've been sleeping. I've been getting like 4 or 5 hours sleep, and I've been navigating. I've been maneuvering with my 4 hours sleep. So, it's tempting. I remember ASR that they said suspension improvements was coming. And all now, how many trains are lacking it? What really blew me away was the fact that it took them until the end of TSW4's lifespan to implement it. And then on top of that, instead of focusing on, the locos or the part of the train where we're going to be sitting, they then add like 50% locos and 50% coaches. Like, why did the coaches need suspension improvements? Why not add them to more like EMUs or DMUs or just other locos? And then when all that's done, then you can add it to freight wagons and then passenger coaches. What a weird implementation. Well, we need a new train, Joreno, for that. Usually we get at least one new train nowadays. So you think it would be a Dutch operator? Obviously, most likely NS in that case. The 5 Circle Line timetable update. What 5 Circle Line timetable update, ASR? Vias on the Oberhausen route used to be a Berlioz, though. I reckon they could get that license as NS. It's NS now, so yeah, it would be modern day if they do implement that. And is that cross border or no? Yeah, most of them, as far as I know, Joreno, just refuse to cooperate with like licensing and stuff for whatever reason. So it kind of is what it is in that case. Oh, ASR, I know what you're talking about. It's just that, where is it? You know? Where's the DB 420 that you know made a comeback and finally it was finally going to arrive? Where's it gone? Where is it? How long is ages, Joreno? Because we also then have to consider the mileage that TSW, that Dovetail usually go for in their routes. Oh, it's Vias now. Right. So okay, so in that case it would have to be backdated a little bit. End it in Wessel, which is still a boring station. I mean, it's not like that they haven't ended routes in boring stations before. I mean, what makes you so sure, Simon? Like I said, as I understand it, they're not really willing to cooperate and hand out the license. Like, what's the black and orange one? RXX, I think, or something like that? The black and orange one. I think they did something with Train Planet. Train Planet had their livery on their cover for a bit, and they weren't too happy about that. And I do think it's partially not laziness, I'd say, but comfortability, where Dovetail just like to use what's already present in the game when it comes to their routes. But I do also think it's not really made easy by the TOCs. Oh, Regional Railway livery, nice. Let's go. I think that's like my first time ever seeing it on an AI train. That's the one you were talking about, I guess, Tim. Should I have my nighttime lights on? I'll keep my day ones on for now. Ride the rail pool. Okay, you know what? No, yeah, fair. Yeah, we have. That's true. I guess I'm thinking more passenger. Obviously, yes, Flix is one. Shout out to them though. They do seem quite relaxed when it comes to their license. Fernbus. Oh yeah, the PC editor. Yeah. Oh my god, bro. When you get to things that we've been told is coming and hasn't come, the list is long. It's a scroll. It's no longer a list. It's a scroll. It's about an hour to drive from Arnhem to Westall. Okay, well, an hour is well within.
Now, a real burning question from the game of 567
TSW limits.
is, will there be multiplayer?
There absolutely will be multiplayer in Trent Sim World. Absolutely.
But if it's just a
Of course,
boring,
things have been going
basic,
too well, haven't they?
good example. If it's just like a basic A to B with like a couple of stops, nah. I mean, that was one of the complaints with East Coast Mainline. The East Coast Mainline was a pretty decent route, but there were complaints about the fact that, and that had like a handful of stops, but you know, should have run for longer. Should have also ran to King's Cross from King's Cross. King's Cross should have been there. I would have liked that. They also run not too far from where I am now, so I guess that station would also have been in the game. Oh, we've got a long wait. Oh my god, I don't have God mode. We've got a bit of a wait here, I sense. Looking at the timing. Can't even speed up time. I was meant to reset the INI. Actually, no, I was going to bring back God mode and Jetwash's mod. I just completely forgot. I'll do that at the end of this run if I remember. Yes, Nabil. Are the in terms of time period, Simon, in that case, is it close enough? You know, sometimes, well, a few times now they've been a bit creative with time periods and mixing them. Could they do something like that, or is the timing just be like way off? The snow looks nice, you know. At least the snow is even. You know, in a lot of routes, the snow would be one color here, and then one color here, and then another color here, and then another color here. Yeah, but these lights are not red. Well, like they are once you get up close to them, but texture's not great. I believe the interior for these trains is the... God damn it. What do we have with the Class 350 on Euston? Whatever that TOC is, I completely forgot. Because I believe these trains were bought from them. Hence the green. The problem is that the trains that operate that services have not been in DB livery. Couldn't sub anything else in because most German trains can't operate the Netherlands. But if it was a border one though, let's say it was just across the border, like by 1 or 2 stations, could it pass? I don't think so, DJ. What was the company that pulled out at the last second? That meant we had an unbranded 350. Completely forgot. Even up close, ASR, the snow looks like that. But I'm thinking to make it work in TSW, like obviously in reality it's gonna work one way, but if it was to be brought into TSW realistically, dreams and desires and wishes aside, knowing how things have been implemented before, could it just be that we just have 1 or 2 stops beyond the border and have it work like that? LNWR, thank you. Is it LW? Is LNWR, no? Or is it LWNR? But yeah, that one. Oh, it's London Midland as a predecessor. Why did I say it like that? Predecessor to LWNR. It is LNW. Okay, cool. I thought so. I thought I was bugging. I just haven't. It hasn't been on my mind since West Coast Mainland, and I haven't played that in a while. So yeah. The train itself is able to power itself with the Dutch border. Right. Okay, so it's seeming more and more unlikely. Ah, there's the snow that we all love. There it goes. That's the transition I was talking about. Thank you, Paul, for the like. Or likes. How cool would it be to have a third party step in that focuses on Dutch content? I think if the editor wasn't as tough as it is, we'd have so much more variety. So much more variety. Yeah, they are rare, Nabil. They are very rare. But you just feel so... Why does this have an EOTD at the front? Okay. Wait, that's... Don't tell me that's that bug that's been around since like TSW3. It's still here. I know I shouldn't be surprised, but... Bro. Really? What was I saying? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Trace of Netherlands. Who is it that was really popular on TSC for their Dutch routes? I've got a name in mind, but I'm not sure if it's him or not. I was responding to your message. Yes, Nabil. Hello, Akis. Long time. CSW, of course, is still there. Yeah, I mean, that's why I said I'm not surprised. It's weird. It's like I'm shocked. Is it shocked but not surprised, or surprised but not shocked? Surprised but not shocked, I think. It was just like doing a lot of groundwork. Okay, Chris. Yeah. Oh, was he just doing the trains? I thought he was doing the routes as well. Oh, that's you, Soren. So you've been around for a little minute then. All the routes are made by a different person. Crazy. And were they all decent? I feel like that opens the door to a whole range of quality. Yeah, qualities. Just been tuning into Switch. Yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Better than most CSW routes. Well, the thing is, the huge majority of TSC routes are better than the TSW counterparts, if there are any, or just in general better than TSW routes. You got less stock, shorter routes, and like those two alone have such an effect when it comes to the genre. See you later, mate. Take care, Soren. And thank you very much for respecting your mother. Another issue with that ASR is that it also could have just appeared due to a random update that was meant to fix things. And a lot of the time it's either one or the other. See you later, Simon. Have a good night, mate. What just happened to my headphones? Surely they haven't run out of battery again. Surely. They've run out of battery again. That was quick, Nabil. Raw. I assume it's not a difficult process then. Or it's just the fact that you know what you're doing. I'm going to disappear off TikTok for about 30 minutes. Actually, you know what? No need. Do what I need to do on here. I know with trains and sims, you get what you get, right? If a train's such a way in reality, it's gonna be such a way in the game. But I just wish there was a bit more drama about this train. Like it's a diesel, you know. I wish it had a bit more. I don't know. Like it's got decent amount of grunt from the outside, but I don't know whether the sound insulation isn't great, as in hasn't been implemented well in the game. I don't know whether in reality the sound insulation is just incredible. But it's just so quiet, man. Just wish it came with a bit more drama. I know it's not for what it does, it's not meant to have that drama. It's a very sort of meek and humble train. I just wish there was a bit more to it. Oh, you've done it for another map that you've done. Yeah, I'm very happy about the branding patch. Very happy about that. Just the icing on the cake. A very tasty and delicious cake already. The Mercedes 0550. Okay, cool. Why though? What makes it stick out? I mean, you've got racing games, right, Joreno? Also, if you're a little sim racer, why not join LFM or if you've got LMU. I mean, I'm gonna be playing LMU this week. I'm gonna try and find some time to play it. I'm gonna go back on ACC next week because yeah, man, I feel like I'm doing pretty well. My rating's pretty good in LFM at the moment. Why FDJ? What's happened? Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, a stand is crucial, man. A stand is crucial. It made such a huge difference to my immersion. I remember when I first got it, I went to drive on a certain course on the... There's a server for the California highway map. I got into a Porsche Cayman. Manual. I've got my shifter attached to my rig as well. I was just smiling, man. Just smiling like an idiot. Loved it. I paused for 10 seconds. Maybe on your end, my TikTok remained fine. I didn't drop any frames. The game didn't lag or anything funky, which usually happens when that kind of thing happens. Assetto Corsa, the bill, if you're talking about what I just mentioned, the California highway. Assetto Corsa. I've invited you to jump on it a couple times. It's a map. It's a map. But there's a server for it. It's got tons of cars. It's on Content Manager. If you just go on Content Manager, you go on... I don't remember exactly what you go on. But it's where all the servers are. It should be... if you just sort by drivers, if you go on Kunos, I think, and then sort by drivers, it should be up there. It's always busy. It's not a highway. It's like it's mountain roads. It's very nice, very, very nice. Well, no, because it's not a highway. There's no highway at all. It's all mountain roads, but there's AI vehicles. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's really flipping cool. I've told you, bro. Stop it. I've told you. I've invited you on it like a handful of times, and then you would just be like, nah. Probably play Fortnite those times. Give it a try. Give it a try yourself, and if you're digging it, then we'll sort out a little session. Now I've told you about it, bro. I've told you. I'm so confident. Yeah, check on Discord. Just look for California in Discord, and you'll find me there. I'm so confident that I've told you about it before. like I am 100% confident. Yo, where are these Welsh 150s at? I haven't seen any single one. I think they're meant to be here, but I haven't seen them. They must be rare because even on the modded timetable, I didn't see them. Got my buttons mixed up. Still a decent stop, to be fair. Three very uneventful scenarios, if I'm being honest. To be expected, realistically. I mean, yeah, you guys know very well by now the gripes I have with TSW scenarios, but it's always disappointing to see that once again they're disappointing. Once again they're disappointing. Again, it's very basic. It's a shame, man. Right, I think that's all the scenarios, so we can get cracking on with some timetable services. They're pretty short, so we could get through a few. I think I'll look to wrap up for 9, maybe. I've already gone past my 8 hours of streaming today. We'll be at 9 by the time it gets to 9 o'clock. Was that message what I sent to you? Fog, shock. We've got fog. Who would have seen that one coming? Jesus Christ. Just once? That I must have told you on another platform. There's no way. There's no way. They're not branded. I forgot how yucky it looks. That is clapped. I completely forgot how it looks. Yeah, I need to get my mods back, man. I'm meant to do that now. Let's make some changes. Let's make some changes real quick. Let's make some changes. Shite. Oh, there's a lot going on here, isn't there? It could have been this mod as well, you know, the ballast mod. There's so much that it could have been. I don't want to lose everything. I actually need some of these mods. It's very apparent now. I can help you, but it'll have to be tomorrow, Nabil. It'll have to be tomorrow, bro. Yes, DJ. I'm seeing like locos and coaches, but I'm not seeing any routes. Nabil, why don't you drive a route that has announcements, get an idea of how it sounds, in your opinion, and then straight away stop it as soon as you hear the announcements. Like that bus on, there's a bus where you can, the one where you showed me, you can like manually play them. So have an idea of that volume and then go and test yours. And then afterwards, like, because if there's anything, if it's way too loud or way too quiet, you can fix it there. And then when it comes to the small little adjustments here and there, you can wait for player feedback. I'm really hoping this works, man. Because the thing is, I've removed the ones that specifically say BCC and class 170, but there are other mods that affects those two, but on a more general scale. Like there's a mod that does UK ballast in general that affects all the UK routes, obviously including BCC. There are more like it, and then the same thing for the class 170. I've got mods that change things for multiple trains, so it's like quite the dilemma. And I don't want to run, in all honesty, I don't want to run a vanilla game. I really don't. Come on. Or I wish it would display what mods is loading, so you can see the ones that are okay and which ones are not. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What if it just gets to the very end and then crashes? That would be so painful. Why am I not on Wi-Fi? EE made me, not made me, but they pushed like an eSIM thing on me. I did it, and then the eSIM doesn't work. So I'm still just using the physical SIM. Or what if it loads fine and then the route itself crashes? Or what if the route loads fine as well, but then at some point in the run it crashes? There's so many variables, man. Modding is amazing when it works fine and everything works together and in unison. Thank God. But boy, can everything go very stinky very quickly. It's 386 services. Where's my branding? Let me just make sure that the route loads fine and that this has branding on it. Why are you shouting, bro? I love the energy, I love it, but like it's late, bro. It's late. I know it's only 8:24, but I've been up since 5, bro. It's too late for when I shout in. It's like a normal person's equivalent. Oh, look at that. Oh, it just looks... Come on, man. Come on. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Just come on, man. Come on, man. Unbranded bollocks. Not for me. Bro, for me, yeah, this is like a normal person's 11 p.m. This is a normal, but like realistically, what I usually get up at 9, so that's 4 hours. Yeah, it's like a normal person's 11 a.m. or midnight. It's late, bro. It's late. Right, let's do this again. Yo, please, for the love of God, TSW6 routes, yeah, please give us the ability to change the weather for the journey mode runs. Please. Like, God bless God mode and God bless the brain behind it. But man, listen, it doesn't need to be like this. It doesn't actually need to be like this, I promise you. Hard to believe, I know, but it doesn't need to be like this. Look how nice that looks. How much better it looks. Like, it's just flat out better. It's not an argument. It's not a debate. Yes, thank you. You just got up from a nap. Oh, you're looking to sleep late. Are you working tonight? Are you doing a night shift? Do I work 40 hours a week? Well, I work part-time for my actual job, which is 2 days a week. That's 8 hours, 2 days a week. Hello. I like the headline now with the mod. And I'm aiming to do 8 hours a day minimum streaming. So let's say 5 days a week, 8 hours, 8 times 5 is 40. And then plus 16. So the aim is to work 56 hours a week. Basically 8 hours, 7 days a week, I guess, technically. I don't think I'm going to manage 8 hours on a Friday. I might. It's going to be tough. How can I be employed full-time and streaming 8 hours a day? Or listen, that work rate I did once upon a time, and there's a reason my back is done. Never again, man. It's not worth it. It is absolutely not worth it. Health is wealth. I know why I say it. New Street's decently busy now. I don't know why it wasn't like this during the scenario. Oh, you came off on this morning? Yeah, bro, it's a myth. Man, I used to... I do things a little bit differently now, but before I would just come home from the night shift on a Saturday night... Sorry, Sunday morning. Hit the shower, and then straight back out to church. And I'm not sleeping until like 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Right, I need to play Tetris with those mods now that I didn't install and figure out which one's the problem. Right, ride it out. It's crazy. Bro's moving saucy. Not in a good way. I've considered going full-time DJ, but it will get in the way of a lot of things. So I'm not going to make an effort to get myself into full-time. I think I'm going to change my hours and my days, definitely, so that I can do my part-time hours in the week. Because nighttime, man, I've said this before, but even when I get my 8 hours of sleep. Bro said Mo Salah. Even when I get my 8 hours of sleep across the weekend, I'm still knackered, man. The body's just not designed to do all-nighters. What's the verdict of this train? I mean, if you've got the 170 already, it's not really much different from that. It's nice to have a proper interior and have the external changes necessary done. It's good, obviously, to have a bit more of a fleshed out timetable. I guess that's more for the DLC in general rather than the train specifically. Welcome back, ASR. Yeah, DJ. Everyone's got the same thing when it comes to like the same opinion or experience when it comes to the night train. Like, the only people who don't complain about doing nights are the people who sleep on the job. And I can't afford to do that. LZ, do you benefit from London Underground strikes? They do kill you slowly, man. Even the way the brain works, if you look into like brain science and just listen to people that know what they're talking about, that are into that thing, that sort of thing. The brain does specific things. It disperses certain chemicals at night in darkness. That's also why it's not a good idea to sleep with the lights on. If I'm not mistaken, cancer-fighting chemicals as well. Just like, does it mean that like you get like less work technically because there's nothing to really do for us? But obviously you'll still end up getting paid, I would assume. Or does it not make a difference? Simro Cloud update. Do enlighten us, Simro Ambassador. Is it going to be actually worth checking it this time? Oh right, you mean like actual clouds in the game? I thought it was like the online cloud, like they were doing something with their servers. Yeah, I guess so. LSZ. But yes, those clouds do look very, very nice. I won't lie. Oh, is it? Fair enough. I thought you were mainly attending LU stuff. Born and raised in the UK, Fiona, but my background is Moroccan. Yeah, fair enough. Tomorrow, Fiona, in the morning, I'll be playing TSW 5. This DLC specifically. And then in the evening, OMSI too. If I can fit some sim racing in there, that would be great. Otherwise, that would just be delayed again. Cinnabelle, I'm making a sacrifice, bro. Realistically, the plan was not to go back on OMSI until Friday. Right, this is gonna be our last one. No, scratch that, this one. When TSW CSX Heavy Horse stream? 8 years ago. I own the London DLC, yes, Fiona. But we don't have it in our company, so I don't really play it much. I played it recently, actually, as it was a bonus mission. But that was it. Yo, where are these 150s? It is good to see New Street populated. It's strange. It shouldn't be. Guess it's a night running. It's 5:50, and I believe we're still in winter. I just got a feeling we're still in winter. No, let me just make it day running until I can confirm. Oh no, it's pretty light. It's raining though, of course. Shock. Horror. Doesn't mean we have to reach 10 hours. Absolutely not. My goal is 8 hours and that is it. This is just bonus content. This is pure bonus content. I don't know whether it would be better to just do a straight like 9 to 5. Or maybe 9 to 6 with like an hour break somewhere in the middle. So that my evenings are free properly. Can speed up time now if necessary. Won't get held back by any buggy red signals as well. I'm sure you'll be pleased to know, ASR, my stream record is still held by Simrel. 11 hours straight of nothing but Simrel. It's gonna take some game to top that. Although, nah, I was thinking TSW 6 on like release day. Oh, the T-posing fella is still around. Good, hello mate. Nine to 3 and then 6 to 9. Yeah. When 24-hour railway Simrail stream, that's gonna take something special as well, I'm not gonna lie. You understand? It's a day of my life. First things first, I won't be doing it for free. Absolutely not. Secondly, it's got to be, if it's gonna be one, like, forget SimRoll specifically. If it's gonna be one game, any game, oh my god, I have to really like it and you know, be enjoying it, so that I don't even feel the time go past, you know. The weird ballast thing is still there, unfortunately. I still feel like I got the strap on my chest. A lot of weird artifacting in here. I don't know how much of it is coming up on stream. Yeah, ASR, I reinstalled all my mods. I removed the ones that were obviously either Birmingham Cross City mods or Class 170 mods. And yeah, I got everything else. Hello again, Lyndon. Welcome back. Sunrise had bad lighting. Yeah, and there was something about benches. I saw people complaining about benches being too bright. Something wrong with the textures on them. I've personally seen OHLE that hasn't had light baking done to it. So yeah, I don't know why you would release a mod that has such an effect on a route and not sort out the little niggles and issues that that route has. It's mind-boggling, man. Mind-boggling. Glow-in-the-dark benches. I'm glad I haven't seen them yet. It's just annoying, man. It's not even funny. Just annoying. Nice football cheers from an empty pitch. Yeah, that is insane, ASR. Like, you wouldn't even see something like that on a Roblox game, like British Rail. Show me on British Rail a section with missing OHLE. And I haven't played that game that much, and I'm confident that there isn't any, because you can see that it's made by people passionate about railway. There's no plans to update the route. As usual, man. It's always no plans. It's always no plans, man. Loudly, there's no plans. Quietly, let's wait for the community to sort it out. I don't know if it ever moved to TSW5, but for TSW4 there was an enhancement mod or enhancement pack, however you want to call it, for this route. Done a lot. I think I'm running it now. I'm pretty sure I'm running it. Oh no, I would have removed it. I would have removed it as part of the mods that I removed. But it was good, man. It's just a pleasure reading through like the mod description and just seeing all the detail that's been, you know, tended to with care. You know, what should have been done from the beginning. They should have added 50. Is there not a class 50 in the game already? Or is that class 55? It's got like a flat face, flat front, if I'm thinking about the right one. Hello again, CP. How you doing? The EP is pretty good, man. It is. It is. The EP plus... the timetable mod. That right there was a lethal combo. I mean, I know there are a lot of cooking games, CP. But simulator? I'm not confident that I have heard of it before. Yeah, what was that about, DJ? I saw that he was basically stepping away a little bit from creating mods. Why? I got the sense that there was some drama that had occurred, but I've got no idea what it was. I'll check after, Lyndon. There definitely is a class 5 something. Whether it's a 50 or a 55, I'm not sure. But there's definitely a something. I'll have a look after this this run. Hopefully I won't forget. I think Bromsgrove is the last stop anyway, so... I mean, I shouldn't, in theory. I feel like you have as well, Ellison. No. No, I've never had anything like that. When I left school and I was on my way to college, and you know, you obviously have to select what you want to study. But I had no idea. I had no clue. The only reason I ended up doing engineering in college was because my dad suggested it, and I was like, yeah, why not? And then the only reason I then studied it in uni was because I studied it in college. Thank you, ASR. The class 52. That's what we have, Lyndon. Thank you for the follow as well, mate. Class 52. My dream job would be no job. You know what? You think that, Dan? You think that? And then you have an opportunity to actually do nothing. And then you realize, you know, as human beings, like, oh, it's just in us to aspire to something, to do something. We always feel like off when, you know, not doing anything. Like COVID really showed me that. COVID showed me that. Well, to be fair, I was actually happy doing absolutely nothing. But there was something. I still don't. I can't put my finger on it. But I felt really. I was suicidal. I was most suicidal I've ever been in my life. And I can't put my finger as to what exactly led to that. It was just a feeling. I just felt super depressed. They need to add a full-on western route. Maybe like Newton Abbott, Exeter, or something further. I mean, feel free to browse the forum, Lyndon. There are some quite good suggestions there. There's an area specifically for suggestions. A lot of people are hoping that the Great Western Express license... Hey, there's a Wolves logo. That the Great Western Express license is made proper use of. Thank you for the follow as well. I don't know if I've said that already or not. The announcements work great. Let's sit in the bill. Why wouldn't they, man? It's you. He did a lot to improve West Coast Mainland doing his own EP and helping DTG improve his timetable. Then said DTG took the piss and done nothing on there, expecting him and the community to fix their downfalls. You know what's interesting? Hearing it from that perspective. It's one thing for us normies to speculate this and that, but when it's coming from someone like him, well, that speaks for itself. It doesn't sound like it's to do with that ASR, it's more that he did work, almost handed it to them to maybe to add a little something here and there, or maybe just to simply implement it, and they haven't. Yes, LK. Yeah, the GWR license is back, Lyndon. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People are expecting them to do something with that. That's what I loved about it as well, Dan. Bro, it was my dream. It's my dream. As somebody who is quite introverted, that was my dream. It came true. I could not believe it. Like, the things that had to come together. You know, me to be born in this time and da-da-da-da-da. So that's why I say I really struggle to kind of narrow down and focus on what exactly led to me feeling the way I did eventually. For a long time, I was cool. I think maybe a big part of it was that, ironically, I had nothing to do. Let's say I had this PC, right? At the time, I'd be cool. But it was the fact that I didn't have a PC at all. All I had was my phone. I was just banging out Real Racing 3. Banging it out and watching Twitch. It wasn't until around September that I started to put my PC together at the time. Well, Lyndon, apparently they fully they still don't have the first license, by the way. So when the Great Western Express route, the remaster of it comes out, those are going to be unbranded. But they've even taken the logo out of the game completely, because there was a way to have it show up in the game, because it was somewhere in the files, and they, for whatever reason, deemed it necessary to completely remove it from the game. You know what, honestly, DJ, though, I hear it. When you've put in the work that he's put in for free, you know, like, it's hard enough doing it for free as it is, and then to deal with that kind of thing and just feeling unappreciated and like you've done all of that for nothing, it sucks, man. Hopefully, honestly, he can get himself on a third party, get himself with either, honestly, like Rivet, like Tyler did, and end up releasing an actually decent product and make that company turn it around. Or they've got HSTs on here. I didn't know they got the HST. Cool. Whoa, what was that on the back? Oh, it's a 47, 45. 45, right? I think. Nice. How? What sort of formation was that? I've never seen that in my life. Was that like a one of the hidden ones? Because I know they mentioned they tease that there's some hidden services in the game. And usually, once upon a time, the runs that were selected for journey mode were specifically chosen for those kind of things. That's the first time I've seen a run worth being on the journey mode in years. Hello, Fab Lab. PCs. I mean, you could ask nicely. Oh, hey, hello. What are your PC specs? You know, there's a command. Type it, find it. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Oh, fire for fire, eye for an eye. There's a command. It could be exclamation mark specs. It could be exclamation mark system. It could be exclamation mark PC. Find it. Could be exclamation mark setup. Who knows, man? Who knows? Yeah, it does suck. It does suck, DJ. it's like with with TSW being the way it is, we kind of need talent to kind of like, you know, help us out and to have a better experience. So when there's a threat that that talent is being maltreated one way or another, it's bad for everyone. Like, let's be honest, it's bad for everyone. Exclamation mark specs, FabLab. Exclamation mark SPECS. The bot that you believe that you think I'm speaking to is the bot that takes YouTube chat to Twitch chat and Twitch chat to YouTube chat, and does absolutely nothing with TikTok chat, unfortunately. So I've got to monitor that one myself. ASR, can you check if exclamation mark specs works in YouTube chat? Sometimes I do a silly and then it works on one chat and doesn't work on the other. Yeah, the AI for the class 390 is stuck on the non-tilting speed limit. Go figure. Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's specs. A lot of mods, FabLab. If it was set up ASR, then it responded very late. Because both times it came up after you typed in specs. Okay, it was set up, yeah. Exclamation mark set up. Yeah, but please try it for me on YouTube and see if it works. But I guess the 390 running at not its maximum speed is probably because of the same reason like German AI trains don't go according to PZB limits, because they're just there's no physics applied to them, there's no simulgraph stuff. Setup doesn't work? Right, what about specs? Oh, it did work? Okay, cool, thank you. Appreciate it. Right, my people. It's been a pleasure. 9 hours of streaming today. Appreciate you for hanging around. I hope I've done you a service. Feel free to criticize and advise. I'm always ready to hear you guys out and do better, basically. FabLab, come back tomorrow, 9 AM BST. Not today, Lyndon. I won't be able to for a while as well. Like I said, I'm currently focusing on the DLC. So that's going to be today, tomorrow's stream, Thursday's stream as well. Unless I just happen to finish the journey mode super quickly. At which point I'll do a request a route. So yeah, maybe at some point in the future. Maybe at some point in the future I'll be open to doing requests again. I used to do them. Thank you, DJ. When Holiday Express stream, request it. I don't own it though, remember, I don't own it. So even if you request it, you know, it won't be able to be done, unfortunately. Let's look for someone to raid. Someone who's playing TSW this time. Train Sim Team, 44 viewers. Nah. Who needs viewers? Who's struggling a bit? Oh my god, there are... Wow. Okay. Okay, he's got his face cam. No. This fella. Why is it so? Why does the stream look super pixelated? Is that just because it's on a small screen? .720p. Maybe he's streaming off a console. I still want to give you guys a good experience when you go and watch someone, you know. But maybe it's just that he's just starting out, you know. How many followers has he got? 153. Yeah, he's been doing his thing for a while. I want someone with a face cam, someone who's putting in like some effort, you know. Who's that fella? This guy's Italian. Domi's not here. If Domi was here, if we had at least one Italian speaker, we would have raided him. You know what? Raid this guy. It'll make his day. Let's raid him. Put a smile on his face, hopefully. Actually, why is his name so similar to... His name is also Train Sim TV. Why is he doing that for? I'll raid him once. And that'll be it. Right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, you're more than welcome. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat. If you're yet to join the Discord, you are very much welcome and invited to the community. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. All the likes, follows, chats, views. If you've just been lurking, like, you've done more than enough. Thank you. Don't think we've had any subs on this stream, but we've had some subs earlier today. Thank you for those as well. The cheers, the bits, mostly from Nerd. He's not around right now. But yeah, appreciate it all. Thank you so much. I wish you a lovely rest of your day or your evening, wherever it may be, wherever you are. And as always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay safe, health is wealth, Jesus Christ loves you all. And until the next one, take care, peace out.